So, I thought that I would answer a kind of like a little survey thing, and it's a gay survey. Like it's like they say like you shouldn't take this if you're not queer, and I'm just gonna answer a few questions from there. Here we go. When did you realize you were queer? Well, for me, that's tough. And I'm definitely going to make more videos about this and about my own personal story. But I really, realized that there was something different and started questioning, my sexuality when I was around 13, and especially 14, definitely. When was your first crush on a member of the same sex? That's also really hard to answer. When I had crushes, I didn't realize that they were crushes. I just, I would like a girl a lot. Like, I would just, put her on a pedestal, and I would just, completely idolize and want to, meet her every need, and I would have desires to, take care of her and, just be there for her. And then later I realized, that that's not normal friends, that's not being a normal best friends relationship, that was really kind of a crush. But when I first actually realized that I had a crush on the same sex, actually legitimately realized it, I was 14. Alright. Are you out? This is tricky too. At school, I'm out. I participate in the Gay Straight Alliance. Everyone knows, everyone's cool with it. Most of my friends are gay, or obviously straight allies. I'm out to both of my parents. I'm out to a few relatives, but, not all of them, or nearly all of them yet. And what was that like? Well, it was different for everyone. For my mom, I told my mom first. First person in my family I told was my mom. And it was kind of unexpected that I was going to tell her, because we were actually talking about my grade in American history, and somehow we got on the topic of, there was something underlying why I was kind of distressed, and why, whatever. So I ended up telling her that I was gay, or she actually ended up asking me. She's just like, well, do you think you're gay? And I was crying, and I said yes, but I really didn't want you to find out, like this or this soon, and this wasn't the right time, and all this stuff. But, she was fine. We talked for a while. She was fine with it. Still, it's new to her, so it's kind of it's gonna take some time for her to adjust, and same with all of my family. But that was the first person I officially came out to, within my family at least, a formal coming out. So, yeah, but I'm going to make a different video about my coming out story. Do your family and friends treat you differently? No, not really. My friends that I've had since, my lifelong friends that I've grown up with, that now know, they don't treat me any differently. They still see that I'm the exact same Katie that that they've known for several years. They don't really care. I have a friend who I've known since he was born, because my parents are friends with his parents, and he's pretty cool with it. He's really cool with it. He was pretty stoked when I came out to him, because he's like, oh, but that's awesome. Now I can, come to you with lady advice and stuff like that. And but a part of me says that he knew already. I think that he knew already. And actually, one of my good friends that I've had since 7th grade, she knew. She asked me, even in 7th grade, she would ask me if I was bi, and I would always say no, because I was scared to death. like I was scared, and it took me a while to accept that about myself, as it does everyone, I think. When was your first real gay relationship? I had like relationships with other girls, but they weren't really official. But my girlfriend right now, I guess you could consider her my first official girlfriend, because we're actually like legit, we have an anniversary and everything. We've been together for 9 months, and we actually consider ourselves our significant other. So this is kind of it's kind of my first real relationship. I guess metaphorically, before I was kind of dipping my toes into the water, and now I just jumped right in. So, have you ever really, really been in love? Yes. I am currently really, really in love. And it's amazing. It's something that, I would never give up for anything. I would do anything for the person that I'm in love with. I would give my life, and I would certainly do anything, as long as for her safety, and the love that I feel for her cannot be explained. And I know it's mutual, because we talk about it all the time. We really do love each other. And so yes, I am really, really in love. How do you feel about gay marriage? Obviously, because I'm a part of the LGBT community, I really wish that we would have equal rights as hetero couples. And I do see that for the future, but for now, in the near future, but for right now, this year, there's still people from, past generations and ridiculous homophobia that really isn't necessary. Do you think gay people choose to be gay, or are they born that way? I personally think that I did not choose to be gay. I really don't think that, people choose to have the feelings that they do. They can't, it's not a choice, I didn't wake up one day and say, today I'm gonna like girls instead of guys, that'll be fun. No, it's something that I've contemplated my entire life. I never decided to be gay. People don't choose that, because honestly, the people who say that they choose it is like saying that you would choose like a life of hate and discrimination and, fighting for your human rights. So that doesn't make sense to me when people say that, people choose it. How do you feel about queer movies and books? Okay, I love them. They legitimize LGBT relationships and people. Because I do believe that in the media we should have the proper recognition. It shouldn't always be, the mommy and daddy and the, brother and sister and the golden retriever and, the white picket fence and the green grass lawn. You know what I mean? I think that in today's society there are all kinds of different families, and they all do need to be recognized, because no one has the rights to define a family, and the media certainly doesn't. So I think that it's really good. And a few that I really liked were, I actually really like the TV show South of Nowhere, and it helped me incredibly personally, with my coming out and with my dealing with those emotions as a teenager, because it is hard and sometimes you do feel alone. But I think that show really acknowledged the what some teenagers have to go through, unfortunately, with homophobia, but also with just dealing with those homosexual feelings. And last question, are you proud? I am extremely proud. I used to not be, You know, I'm not proud to the extent where I, you know, rub it in people's faces. I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of being gay because it is something that makes me who I am. And, you know, I embrace who I am. I take myself for who I am. I say, this is me, and it's not going to change, and this is who I am, and this is what makes me special. And I know that sounds extremely cliche, but yes, I am proud. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'm really excited to pursue some of these topics in later videos. Thank you for watching. Bye guys.